Do we control our destiny, or are our choices an illusion? Free will versus determinism is one of philosophy's oldest debates. Let's explore. For centuries, thinkers like Aristotle have championed the concept of free will, while others, such as Spinoza, have posited that the universe operates on deterministic laws, leaving little room for genuine choice. This debate has been a cornerstone of philosophical inquiry, shaping our understanding of human nature and our place in the cosmos. Aristotle, with his emphasis on individual agency, argued that humans possess the capacity to make choices independent of external forces. He believed that our actions are not preordained but are the result of rational deliberation and moral responsibility. In contrast, Spinoza, a rationalist philosopher, contended that everything in the universe, including human actions, is determined by preceding causes. According to Spinoza, free will is an illusion. Our choices are merely the outcome of a complex web of prior events and natural laws. This deterministic view suggests that understanding the underlying causes of our actions can lead to greater self-awareness and acceptance of our place in the natural order. The tension between free will and determinism remains a central theme in contemporary discussions, not only in philosophy but also in science, psychology, and even law. Advances in neuroscience, for instance, have provided new insights into how our brains make decisions, further complicating the debate. Some researchers suggest that our sense of free will might be a byproduct of complex neural processes, while others argue that understanding these processes can enhance our ability to make conscious choices. The implications of this debate are profound, influencing how we think about moral responsibility, legal accountability, and personal identity. If our actions are determined by factors beyond our control, can we truly be held accountable for them? Or does the belief in free will provide a necessary foundation for ethical behavior and social order? These questions remain as relevant today as they were in ancient times, continuing to inspire rigorous debate and introspection. As we delve deeper into the complexities of human thought and behavior, the dialogue between free will and determinism serves as a reminder of the enduring quest to understand ourselves and the world around us. Whether we lean towards the ideas of Aristotle or Spinoza, the exploration of these concepts continues to challenge and enrich our perspectives, driving us to seek greater clarity and meaning in our lives. Modern neuroscience complicates the debate. Experiments show that our brains make decisions milliseconds before we're consciously aware of them. Does this mean free will is just an illusion? Neuroscience has made significant strides in understanding the human brain, revealing intricate details about how we process information and make decisions. One of the most intriguing findings is that our brains often initiate actions before we become consciously aware of them. This discovery has profound implications for the concept of free will, a topic that has been debated by philosophers, scientists, and theologians for centuries. In a series of groundbreaking experiments, researchers have used advanced brain imaging techniques, such as functional MRI, to observe the brain's activity in real time. These studies have shown that specific patterns of neural activity can predict a person's decisions several milliseconds before they are consciously aware of making that choice. For instance, when a person decides to move their hand, the brain's motor cortex shows signs of activity moments before the individual reports the conscious intention to move. This phenomenon raises critical questions about the nature of free will. If our decisions are initiated by unconscious brain processes, can we truly be said to have control over our actions? Some scientists argue that what we perceive as free will is merely an illusion, a byproduct of complex neural mechanisms operating behind the scenes. They suggest that our sense of agency and control is constructed by the brain after the fact, giving us the impression that we are in charge of our choices. However, not everyone agrees with this deterministic view. Many philosophers and neuroscientists believe that free will and unconscious brain activity can coexist. They argue that while our brains may prepare for actions unconsciously, our conscious mind still plays a crucial role in shaping and guiding those actions. This perspective suggests that free will is not an all-or-nothing phenomenon, but rather a spectrum, with varying degrees of conscious and unconscious influence. Moreover, the implications of these findings extend beyond the realm of academic debate. They touch on fundamental aspects of human experience, such as moral responsibility and personal identity. If our actions are determined by unconscious brain processes, how do we hold individuals accountable for their behavior? Can we still consider ourselves autonomous beings capable of making meaningful choices? As neuroscience continues to unravel the mysteries of the brain, the debate over free will is likely to evolve. New discoveries will undoubtedly shed more light on the intricate relationship between conscious thought and unconscious neural activity. In the meantime, the question remains, are we the true authors of our actions, or are we merely passengers on a ride controlled by our brains? Regardless of where one stands on this issue, it is clear that the study of neuroscience offers valuable insights into the workings of the human mind. By exploring the complex interplay between brain activity and conscious awareness, we can gain a deeper understanding of what it means to be human and the nature of our free will. Some argue that even if our choices are influenced by external factors, they're still ours to make. This perspective suggests that while we may be shaped by our environment, upbringing, and even genetic predispositions, the essence of choice remains intact. It's the idea that within the constraints of our circumstances, we still possess the agency to decide our actions. This viewpoint is often referred to as compatibilism, which reconciles free will with determinism. Compatibilists believe that freedom can exist even in a world governed by causal laws. They argue that as long as we act according to our desires and intentions, we are exercising free will, regardless of the underlying influences. Others suggest that determinism doesn't negate meaning or responsibility. From this angle, the deterministic nature of the universe doesn't strip life of its significance. Instead, it provides a framework within which we can understand our actions and their consequences. This school of thought posits that knowing our actions are determined can lead to a deeper sense of responsibility. If we recognize that our choices are the result of a complex interplay of factors, we might approach decision-making with greater care and consideration. This perspective can foster a sense of humility and interconnectedness as we acknowledge the myriad influences that shape our lives. Moreover, some philosophers argue that determinism can enhance our sense of purpose. If everything is interconnected and follows a certain order, then our lives are part of a larger, meaningful tapestry. This can be a source of comfort and motivation, as it suggests that our actions contribute to a greater whole. In this view, determinism doesn't diminish our significance, but rather situates us within a grand, coherent narrative. In conclusion, the debate between free will and determinism is complex and multifaceted. While some see determinism as a threat to autonomy, others find ways to harmonize it with a meaningful and responsible existence. Ultimately, the way we perceive this philosophical dilemma can profoundly influence how we understand ourselves and our place in the world. Free will or determinism? Maybe the truth is somewhere in the middle. What do you think? Are we truly free? Join the conversation below and subscribe for more philosophical insights.